Good day, good day, good day, everyone. Welcome to Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and this is Morning Sip. And SIP stands for Spirit in Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So, welcome to today's show. My passion is to support people in living life in joy, connected to their yes. And my passion is to support people in transforming their lives. I am here to support you. I am here to support you. So, my mission is to give inspiration through spiritual life coaching, preaching, and teaching that ignites the divine spark within you to live life in joy, connected to your yes. So, if you need support, here I am. If you've been looking for a spiritual life coach, here I am. You can send me a direct message at iamrevmelissa on Instagram and Facebook, and we will set up some time to talk. All right, all right, all right. So, happy day, everybody. Happy day. It's good to be with you all today. So, good day, everyone on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. It's wonderful to I'm just excited today. I'm just excited today. It might be the energy of Fee King's hoodie. I am fit, fine, and fab over 40. Shout out to Fee King. It might be that it's the end of the week. I don't know, but I just woke up feeling really, really good today, unlike the rest of the week. The rest of the week was like a blah, 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 blah for Rev Melissa. But things have made a turn. Things have made a turn. So we are in our nourishment series. Nope, not nourishment, nutrition series. Let me get it right. We are in our nutrition series, and I have been asking all week, what are you feeding yourself? What are you feeding yourself, right? Is it nutritious or not, right? Because this is important. When we are in activation, which is what we are in, right? We are activating the soil, What are we activating it with? Nutritious things or junk? Things that are going to grow us or things that are going to suppress us? What are you taking in? So, yesterday we talked about the power of this word. So, let me get us there. So, nutrition is the act and process of nourishing, right? And the origin of nutrition is to feed and to nourish. And the origin of nourish is nurse. That blew me away when I saw that. Nurse, right? Nurse is a reduced form of nourish. And so the definition for nurse, one of the definitions for nurse is to keep steadily in mind or memory. To keep steadily in mind or memory. What are you nursing, right? What thoughts are you nursing, right? So what are you feeding your mind and what thoughts are you nursing are key questions that we get to ask ourselves throughout the day. What thoughts am I nursing right now? When something happens, right? Unexpectedly, right? It appears to be something negative. It appears to be that way, right? We could ask ourselves, what thoughts am I nursing about this? Are they nutritious or not? And then we can make a choice to change those thoughts. We can make a choice to affirm our quality in that moment. What are you feeding your mind? So thoughts are food, right? Thoughts are food for our mind and for our life. So this morning I'm doing my morning practice and I did some readings and I kept wanting to read more, right? And so I said, okay, what can I read like really quickly and, get to stepping? So my mind went to Reverend Ike. I love me some Reverend Ike. So I have Reverend Ike's book on the side of my stand in my office, and I pick up the book. This is the book, Reverend Ike's Secrets for Health, Happiness, and Prosperity for You, a Science of Living study guide. So I just recently rediscovered this in my library, and it is powerful. It's a study guide over 52 weeks. So I think this is going to be my book for 2025 to do the 52-week study guide. So I grabbed the book and I'm like, all right, let's just go to the first week, right? It's a study guide. Let's go to the first week. What is the first week called, y'all? You are what you feed your mind. You are what you feed your mind. That's the first chapter in his book. And what are we talking about this week? Nutrition. And what have we been talking about? What are you feeding yourself? What are you feeding your mind, right? What thoughts are you nursing, right? So this is why it's so important, everybody, to listen. When our intuition says, do this, get this, pick up that book, go here, go across the street, listen, right? Listen. So he shares this story, and Reverend Ike is an amazing storyteller. So he shares this story. There's a story I like to tell of a hot dog vendor who sold very fine hot dogs by the side of the road. His business was booming. People loved his hot dogs and they bought more and more. The man believed in his business and the need for someone to do what he was doing. This man was so busy advertising and selling his hot dogs and making lots of money that he didn't have time to read the newspaper or listen to the radio. Consequently, he never heard a word about a predicted recession or the need to cut back to save the economy. As long as he continued to offer his delicious hot dogs, his customers bought them. He kept selling and they kept buying. Then one day, his well-educated son told him that an economic recession was coming. His son told him that people wouldn't have enough money to buy his hot dogs. And the hot dog vendor believed this. So he quit advertising. He quit trying to sell his tasty hot dogs. He started ordering less. He even went so far as to take down the sign at his roadside stand. And sure enough, people stopped coming to him. People stopped buying his hot dogs and he went broke. Then he thought to himself, how smart my son is predicting this. Isn't that a great story? And isn't this what happens, right? What we feed our thoughts, right? Even people, what people feed us. Do you take it in? Do you believe it to be the truth? Because if you believe it to be the truth, guess what? It will be the truth of you. It will be the truth of you, as was just demonstrated in this story. That man had a flourishing, prosperous hot dog business, right? He didn't have time for no foolishness. He didn't have time to listen to the radio, read the newspaper, which for the most part is junk food, right? So he wasn't taking in no junk food. This is my symbol for junk food. He wasn't taking in no foolishness, right? And then here comes his son, well-meaning, good intention, right? Well, what was the impact? What was the impact, right? Telling his father, "Oh, a recession is coming. You better stop ordering all this stuff. People don't have no money to be buying no hot dogs." And his father believed him. And what happened? Exactly what he believed. And he believed it with all his heart because his actions demonstrated what he believed. So he got activated, right? He was already activated in it, selling, making money, being prosperous, focused, right? Focus. His passion is to sell hot dogs. The thing that he loves most is to sell hot dogs, right? And he was in it. What do you love to do? Are you passionate about it? What do you love to do most? Are you passionate about it? Are you activated in it? Are you turning away from all the foolishness, the news, the bad news, right? And are you focused on what you are feeding yourself? And then he got activated again. But this time, he got activated in what? Lack and limitation. He got activated by the world, right? By the world's view, not God's view. Let us get activated by God's view. Let us get activated by love's view. Let us get activated by our qualities view, right? How does your quality see this steadfast? How does your quality see this abundance? How does your quality see this bliss? How does your quality see this connection? How does your quality see this peace? This is what we feed ourselves. We feed ourselves our quality. No matter what happens, no matter what people are saying, no matter what is trending today, right? What are you feeding yourself? What do you keep your mind stayed on? No one else has control over that. You control that. We get to control the thoughts that we are nursing. We control that. Our watchman at the gate. Remember, our watchman at the gate is our conscious mind, right? Our conscious mind, our seat of memory, our creative force is our subconscious mind, right? And we use our conscious mind to keep out all the foolishness, right? When his son came, oh, daddy, don't you know there's an economic recession happening, right? The father's conscious mind said, no, thank you. No, thank you. I'm only receiving abundance and prosperity today. There's a economic boom happening in my universe. Look at all the people lining up for my hot dogs. This is what we get to do. No matter what it is, fill in the blank for your hot dog. What is it? And we stay focused. We eat that up every single day. It's nutritious. It has nutritional value that we get to use. It fuels us. Yes? So, Reverend Ike says, be careful what you think and be careful what you say. Feed yourself, feed your mind right ideas. Never feed anything to your mind that you don't want in your experience. Thoughts are powerful food for your mind. We say you are what you eat. Well, I'm telling you, you are what you think. What you feed your mind in the way of ideas is what you become. So you better make sure those thoughts and ideas are nourishing. Woo! Oh, that is so delicious. That is so delicious. And so this is what we get to do in our lives. We get to decide. We get to decide, right? Through discernment. Through discernment. Am I going to have a conversation about everything that's going wrong in the world? Or am I going to have a conversation about what feeds my spirit, about the good that is in the world? Don't be mistaken, y'all. There is good that is happening in the world. It's your life. Is your life good? Then spread the news about that. Connect with someone else that is on that same vibration, who is eating at the same places that you eat at, right? Not at the junk food places, but at the nutritious places, right? This is what we get to do. This is how we get to nurse ourselves back to health. Nurse ourselves back to health when things happen. Yes. All right, y'all. All right. Thoughts are powerful food for our mind. Discern, is this nutritious or is this toxic? Is this poison? Is this good for me or not? There's no in between there. It either is or it is not. So let me check in with y'all because y'all being mighty quiet. Let me check in with y'all. All right. I see you, Fatima. I see you, girl. You are what you feed your mind. That's right. Say it, say it, say it. I see you, Facebook user. Hot diggity dog. A reminder for me, as the old sewing says, hot diggity dog, a reminder for me, as the old saying goes, mind your own business. Yes, mind your own business. What was that? That was our Master Key #1, right? Remember the Master Key series? We did 30, it was a 30 episode series, my longest series ever. And Master Key #1 is to mind your business. Literally, mind your business. I see you, Fee King. Yes, we must listen to the right person, the God in me. That's how Reverend Ike refers to God. The God in me. That is what we listen to. And for everything, y'all, everything, not just for the big decisions we need to make, but for everything. I just gave you the example. I'm doing my morning practice. I did all my things, but I still felt like I needed to read a little something, something. And my intuition said, the God in me said, go get Reverend Ike's book. It's right there. Bam. Listen and take action. Get activated by what the God in you, the love in you, the universe in you is instructing you to do, right? Be obedient. We get to be obedient, Fatima. We get to be obedient, Lainey. Thoughts are things. Yes, they are. I love you too. Thoughts are things. And we're about that transformation life, aren't we? We're about that transformation life. So what we believe comes into form. What we believe comes into form. With that feeling, let's not leave out the feeling. Thoughts and feelings together, aligned. Whoo, there ain't no stopping us. No stopping us. Our feeling is the language of the universe. So your thinking and your feeling need to be congruent. They need to line up. You can't be thinking you're prosperous and feeling poor. It don't work. It cancels out. So this is what we get to do. This is what we get to what? Practice. Because practice makes progress. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So keep those two questions in mind. What thoughts are you nursing right now? And what are you feeding your mind? Is it nutritious? Is it nutritious? Share the nutrition, y'all. Don't share the junk. Don't share the junk. The world does a good job at sharing the junk. We don't need to take up that mantle. Let's share the nutrition, the good stuff, the joy stuff, the love stuff. Yes? All right, y'all. All right. So I'm not sure if I'm complete with the nutrition series or not because Reverend Knight got me fired up. So we'll see what comes forth. We'll see what comes forth. So let's get into some joy news. Let's get into some joy news because I am excited, y'all. I am excited for this weekend at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living, where I am the spiritual director. We are doing a thing on Sunday. Yes, we are. We are having our very first collaborative service with the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Rockland County. First time ever. And so it's not lost on me that our theme at Rockland CSL is Ubuntu. We rise together. And I have to admit, I had a very narrow view of what that would look like. I had it in the context of just Rockland CSL, right? We are a community of love and joy, and we are committed to expanding and expressing joy in the world, right? That was my idea, right? That was our idea at Rockland CSL. And then God got an idea. Whew, God has his own idea. And we get to be the open vessel for that idea to move through and as, right? So God's idea, because God works through each and every one of us, right? God's idea came through and through and through some people in my circle. And now we're having this collaborative service with Unitarian Universalist congregation in their space, which is beautiful. It is a space that I imagined, that I have been imagining. It's surrounded by trees, and y'all know how I feel about the trees. It's in a forest. It's surrounded by trees. They're building. It is beautiful. Ceiling to floor windows. Everywhere you look, you see the nature in service. So I'm excited for this on Sunday. And if you're in the area, please join us. You can go to our website. All the information is there. Our website is rocklandcsl.org. Service is at 10:30 a.m. We will also be on Zoom. It is UUCR's Zoom link. So it's not the Rockland regular Sunday service Zoom link. It is on our website also, and it's also on the flyer on our Facebook page. So I hope to see you there on Sunday. If you can't make it, join us on Zoom. Also on Sunday is the other SIP, Sunday in Praise at 10:30 a.m. also, and I share an inspirational talk. And this Sunday, I'll be sharing the talk that I gave last week, Level Up, inspired by Sierra's song, Level Up. All right, so that's what's happening this weekend. Please save the date. Our next meditation with the full moon is March 26th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. March 26th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We do a full spiritual practice. And this month, we're going to focus on transformation with the moon. Let's hear what the moon got to say about transformation. So please join me on March 26th for that. And let's see what else. Please support my ministry of joy, and you can do so by liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing to my YouTube page, all of that. You can also support my joy merchandise. I have long sleeve, short sleeve, live life in joy, connect to your yes t-shirts, sip joy mugs, and joy socks. So you can check that out on my Etsy store. And let's see, what else do I want you to know? Oh, if you feel so moved and you would like to make a love offering to my ministry of joy, you can do so by going to Cash App, Venmo, Zelle at I am Rev Melissa. So, also, today is the Feed King show, and I am rocking the Feed King hoodie. I am fit, fine, and fab over 40. Yes, I am. And if you want a dose of inspiration, I should say another dose of inspiration. You want to check out the Feed King show. She is your go-to fitness girl, and she is my soul sister. So check her out Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays at 11:30 a.m. Eastern time on Facebook and on Instagram. And please check out my soul brother, Sekou Wrights, if you want to get your money right. Get Rich 101. Sekou is walking us through the basics of investing, right? So if you want to learn more about investing and growing your money, you want to check out Get Rich 101. Monday through Fridays at 9:45 a.m. Eastern time. All right, y'all. I think that's all of the joy news that I need to share right now. So remember, we're paying attention. We are on alert, right? The watchman at the gate gets no days off. Our conscious mind gets no days off. Don't let any junk get through, right? It's like the bouncer, y'all. Our conscious mind is like the bouncer. Don't let no foolishness get into your subconscious mind. We ain't playing that. So, what thoughts are feeding you? And what thoughts are you nursing? What thoughts are you nursing? If they're not good for you, put them to the side. Put it to the side. Let it go and embrace that which feeds you, feeds and supports you. And if nothing else, if you can think of nothing, use your quality. Use your quality as the thought that is feeding your soul, your mind, your spirit, your life. Yes? All right, y'all. Yes. And I'll end with Wayne's namaste. Namaste to each and every one of you. The God in me loves the God in you. So peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and justice. We are living life in joy, connected to our yes.